Hello, everyone, and today I will be outlining the new leader's social media policy and training video. So, why do we need a social media policy? With the global interest of social media growing at an ever increasing rate as more people connect online via various social media platforms, the interest also extends to organizations who are recognizing that social media offers new opportunities to engage customers, clients, targeted communities, and the public in conversations and brand awareness initiatives to help grow and develop their brands and services. But in light of past events, social media have shown that it can be used irresponsibly and have negative ramifications for organizations that do not have effective policies in place. Businesses need to have a policy in place that ensure employees who use social media have guidance as to the company's expectations as well as their behavior and communication online. So we need clear guidelines for communicating in the in the social and online world while at the workplace. We need to reduce risk and legal exposures associated with social media, which is why we need this in place. Also, we need to set the expectation from employees from day one to avoid detrimental situations that may harm the organization. Also, it allows the organization for content control and approval and what can go on and what can go on and not go on social media. So, social media in our workplace at the new leaders organization. So, minimal to moderate use of social media is allowed. However, social media should not be used and affect your job performance. Your job always comes first. We know that we cannot stop people from being on their phones, computers, and browsing social media, so there will not be a ban in place. However, if it starts to affect your job performance, and if your job performance is related to your social media use, then disciplinary action will be taken. Um, Also, you cannot disclose any information regarding financial legal matters related to to the organization as well as clients and customers because we just simply cannot have these leaks going out on what we're doing, on our financial situations of the organization, as well as things that pertain to our customers and client confidentiality. Also, in the workplace, when social media is being used, promoting and advertising the organization is allowed at our discretion. As more and more social networks add algorithms and filter what people see in their feeds, we do want to take advantage of the low cost advertising features offered by social media networks to promote our content and special offers that we may have in our workplace. Personal use of social media. So when you're not at the workplace, it is you can feel free to use social media whenever you want, but always keep in mind whenever something is posted on the internet, it is there forever. Like if you post something back 10 years ago, we can always go back and find it. Employees are allowed to associate themselves with our organization, but when posting something online, and you must clearly brand their online post as something personal and purely your thoughts and nothing that the organization represents, or these are not our direct thoughts. Also, no discrimination will be allowed in or outside of the workplace. This means racial discrimination, homophobia, prejudice, whatever the case may be. If it's discrimination, it is not allowed, and if it is caught, if it is happening, there will be repercussions. Also, always think before you post. If you have to second guess on something that you're posting and you think it's not okay to post it, just don't post it because if you're second guessing yourself, that means there's probably a situation where your supervisor may think that this is not a good thing to post online for everyone to see, as well as if you're being linked to us as an organization. Also, try your best to refrain from using social networks if you aren't sober enough to remember the night's activities. Usually, when people go out to have a good time at night, and sometimes they can get pretty hammered. So we do not want anything happening while you're inebriated to go on and you not remember it, and it's still online, and it causes a hassle and it causes a scandal for our organization. It's just something that we do not want, and we just want to refrain from it at all. And last and not least, always keep these important things in mind. You are a direct representation of our company. When you put on that company shirt, it is us that you're representing, and you must always keep that in mind. Also, never speak for the company if you're not authorized to do so. If you aren't the company's publicist, if you aren't the social media manager, do not speak for the company unless a supervisor or a higher authority tells you to do so. Continuing, what goes in the workplace stays in the workplace. And any conflicts that arise in the workplace, we want that to stay inside the workplace and only discussed in the workplace for various reasons. Also, if possible, separate business life from personal life, meaning separate business social media accounts from personal social media accounts. Also, do not attract unwanted attention from the press, from the media, elsewhere, because it is one less thing that we have to deal with, and it is best if we do not have any unwanted attention upon us. And last but not least, ask permission if you are unsure about anything. And even if it's something good, something you need permission on, just always ask, and there are supervisors who will be here to help and who will be here to answer your questions correctly. And this concludes our social media policy. Thank you, everyone, for listening.